Hello everyone, welcome back for part 4 on our lesson this week, God of your fathers. Throughout this week we've been talking about Moses, and we've kind of highlighted some of his failures and some of his mistakes, and we kind of talked about how he arrived at where he was, and we've talked about how God spoke to him through the burning bush and cast a fresh vision of what he wanted to use Moses for. And we see that if you continue through the book of Exodus, we see that, God cast this vision for Moses, and Moses rejected this fresh vision from God. Moses questioned his own suitability for this task of seeing God's people taken out of Egypt and being the leader of that great Exodus. And Moses said unto God in Exodus 3:11, "Who am I that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?" That question, who am I, embodied all of Moses' insecurities and his deep, crushing awareness of past and present failures. Besides all of that, Moses went on to say he wasn't eloquent. He was slow of speech and of tongue. He was no longer mighty in word and deed. He was a broken man eking out a living from a broken land. That's all that he was. Moses also questioned who God was. In Exodus 3:13, he said, "Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel and say unto them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them?" When we focus on our own failures, we often forget who our God is. But God can overcome and even minister through our failures. Moses also doubted his own people's reception of him. In Exodus 4:1, Moses answered and said, "But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, the Lord hath not appeared to you." Lack of belief in ourselves and who our God is will also often lead us to assume that no one else will believe us either. Even while standing in front of the burning bush and hearing the voice of God speaking out loud, Moses still could not commit to the vision that God was casting for him. But despite Moses' past failures and his present lack of faith, God still persisted. God reminded Moses to put the focus on him, to put the focus on God. God did not answer Moses' feeling of inadequacy by assuring Moses that he was perfect for the job, reminding him of how great and eloquent he once was, or trying to build up his self-confidence. Instead, God said, "Certainly I will be with you." The success or failure of Moses' mission was not based on who he was or his personal abilities, but rather it was based on who God was. Whether we are perfect for the job or not, that's not what is really important, but what is more important is whether God is with us. In answer to Moses' fear of not speaking well, God reminded him in Exodus 4:11 through 12, "Who has made man's mouth? Who makes the mute, the deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I, says the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be your mouth, and teach you what you should say." Likewise, Jesus assures us that when we are speaking for him, his Spirit will give us the words to say. It is not about us, it is all about him. I hope that as you go through the rest of your day, you will remember that it's really not about us. Whether we think that we've maybe failed too much or we think that we do have the right stuff, it's really not about us. It's about the God that is inside of us. What he wants to do and his power, that is what makes the difference. God bless, and we'll see you back again tomorrow to wrap up this lesson.